Hello, everyone. Okay. Hey, everyone. How you guys doing? Hey, everyone. Hey, Zach. Polly, Jaden, Marco, Otto, Phantom, Raymond, Sean, Mountain, Cameron, Josh, Fibar, GamerFox, Ender, Neon, Esteban, John Doe, April. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a great Sunday today. Hey, Jonathan at Advanced Rifle and Mr. Hopkins. Okay. I'm in a bad mood, but your videos always boost my mood. Oh, okay. I'm happy I'm able to help you out. Uh, Gazpat, Pan, Pan, Pacho, if I'm reading the name correctly there. I could help you near the end converted. Let me actually hang on. I'm gonna. Yeah, mine's ending was really bad. I'll play Medal of Honor Airborne. Yeah, I definitely will. I'm doing good, Menace. Yes, Mr. Wick, I'll help you. Probably sometime later in the year. Watch Dogs Bad Blood. It's a shame Medal of Honor Airborne's multiplayer was cut, though. That was, Hey, Casey. Wait, what happened? Where did you come up with that outfit? Oh, it's just something I created for GTA. Yeah, I just liked the style of it, and, Mogul took too much damage. Oh, hey, Pro, what playthrough are you doing next? Mafia Definitive Edition. I actually posted a part of it earlier, Jake. Yeah, Mafia Definitive Edition. We're doing that. What are the worst missions both in the 3D and HD universe of GTA? 3D would be Espresso to Go and Sam in GTA 3. Vice City, I think the worst mission is Copland or the driver. Um, in in San Andreas, the worst mission is probably Supply Lines. Uh, Liberty City Stories. The worst mission in Liberty City Stories is probably I forget the name of the mission. It's the mission with Donald Love when you're driving around in his campaign van for his election. I forget the name of that one. And then in Vice City Stories, the worst mission in Vice City Stories is probably uh, uh, it's the damn, I forget the name of the mission now. I made a video on it too. Uh, it's the mission where Vic's businesses are getting raided by the DEA, and you have to like go to the police stations and blow up the dishes on the roof. Forget the name of it. And then there's also that mission where you have to, for the Mendez brothers, where you have to go and kill that guy at the beach, and all the women are shooting at you with AKs. Oh yeah, tune on, tune in, bug out. Yeah, that mission also sucks. That mission's terrible. Yeah. I really hope GTA 6 doesn't get delayed again, because that means more GTA Online updates, and I'm so bored of this game because the updates have been so mediocre in recent years. Yeah, you and me both, Sean. I'm kind of bored of the updates in GTA as well. I am, Sean. The updates are getting a bit boring. This update was at least somewhat interesting. You know, they added 3 new properties, but... Thank you, Millennial. I'm glad you're enjoying my, Mafia playthrough. But yeah, at least we're excited for the mansions. The mansions. GTA Online has to have one final good DLC. I mean, they got it. It would look better for GTA 6 when it's coming out, but... Yeah, Jaws, that was 1975. Thank you, PR Gaming, for the, super chat. Thanks, dude. Hey, Porsche Addict. The worst missions, and by the way, the HD universe. GTA 4, I don't think really has any bad missions in GTA 4. I really don't think it does. Like, there isn't one bad mission I dislike. Like, all the missions in GTA 4 are generally good. There's not really one bad mission. The only mission I know people really don't like is they don't like the snowstorm, but I didn't really have a problem with the snowstorm. GTA 5, the worst mission is Did Someone Say Yoga, because it's just so boring and ridiculous. I know people really hate that mission in GTA 5, the Trevor mission when you're going to the docks and you're infiltrating it with Floyd. People really hate that mission, but I don't mind that mission, and the reason I don't mind that mission is because the purpose of the mission isn't to go out and kill people. The purpose of the mission is to get information in the docks. So that's why I don't really dislike that mission. Scouting the port, yeah, that's it. What about the Lost and Damned, the Ballad of Gay Tony? I don't think there really is a bad mission in the Lost and Damned or the Ballad of Gay Tony. Like, do you guys think there's any bad missions in the Lost and Damned or the Ballad of Gay Tony? I don't think there really is any bad missions. I don't think I can really think of one. I didn't dislike that mission, DHC. When you're not streaming, who's your favorite to watch? I really don't watch streamers. I really don't watch streamers a lot, Wesley. The only the only streamers I might generally join their streams in is maybe like Gilly Master. Sometimes I'll show up in his stream. Sometimes I'll show up in GB stream. Sometimes I'll show up in Dark Viper stream. But that's about it. I really don't watch many streamers. Can you answer me and tell me, is selling products in private or public better? I think public is better. The reason is because you get a big bonus. But here's the thing. In a public session, you will get a 2.5% bonus per each player up to 20 players, which means you can get a 50%, bonus. So if you are selling $1 million worth of product, right, and you sell it in a lobby with 20 players, and you're the 21st player, you will get a $500,000 bonus. So half that money extra on top of that. And if somebody tries to blow up your stuff, just close your application. You'll only lose 10% of the product, and you can just try again in their lobby. So I personally think it's worth it to, I think it is worth it to sell in the public sessions. And if you can sell as a CEO, always sell as a CEO. Like, the MC businesses, I know you can't, but every other business that you can sell as a CEO, do it. Yeah, I've come by them also, Casey. You can use Ghost Organization. Ghost Organization will help hide you for 3 minutes. School is in a month. Yeah, but the thing is, the one I did when school was starting, there was two things that I looked forward to when school was starting. I get to see a lot of people from school again, and the second thing is the weather's gonna get colder. So that's what I was looking forward to. Is the Canada faster than the Sparrow? I think it is. Wick, please do not jump out of this helicopter when you land. When you get there, just land the helicopter near the boats, please. Yeah, I always like the fall and the winter, but some people think I'm crazy for liking the cold. But I've always liked the fall and the winter. Probably fall is probably my favorite. Fall and winter are my favorite seasons. Hey, Pro and Chat, I have a question. So I do food reviews. Also, I've been into airplane spotting. I know it's up to me. Should I make a separate channel for my plane spotting or keep this one? You're doing food reviews, right? Well, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that I don't think that you I don't think you really need to make a separate channel for food reviews and for plane videos. I don't think you really do, because you can really mix both of them, and it's easier to run one channel together as long as you do equal content on both. The food reviews and the plane videos. I don't think it should really be a problem. I mean, my content is just so diverse all over the place. I do everything on this channel. Trying to run two channels would probably, it overburden me a lot. So I think it's easier just to do it on one. But I will say this: if you do like plane videos, you can like review like airplane food also, and you can just basically say, oh, this airline has this food and this is what it's like. People like watching that stuff. Yeah, and you could do a video on like restaurants too. If you're doing food, like people travel, so when people are like flying, they want to know the best places to eat. So that could also help you out there too. So I wouldn't separate your food content and your plane stuff. I'd keep it on the same channel. Thank you, Raymond. I'll play the old Medal of Honor games one day. I'll play them. I think I'm running the performance mode of ray tracing on PlayStation 5. That's what I'm running right now, I think. Well, we're doing Mafia Definitive Edition right now. Yeah, if Wick is done with his sales, we can, convert it. Hey, Dante, what's up, man? Yeah, I agree with you. The Lost should not have been the enemies in GTA 5. It should have, it should have been Hell's Angels. How old are you again, Pro? Streaming your main career? I'm 31. I I still get most of my revenue from ads, but super chats do help me a lot. I thought it was business after Wick. Oh, Brandon, I'm sorry. There's just so many people that are asking me for help. It's just confusing me. How many businesses do you need to sell? All my MCs. Okay, Brandon, let me just finish helping Wick, and then I'll see what the, who needs help next. An Arena War Workshop? You might as well do, because it is a property that you get in the game, too. You missed my question. What's your question, dude? Three more businesses. Okay.
You doing this?
Wick, go to your next business and get that ready. I got this. Who do I think is worse, Micah or Schizo? Um, as bad as Micah is, I think Schizo's even worse than Micah. Because Schizo got a lot more people killed than Micah. A lot more people died because of him. Who is Schizo? He's the main antagonist of Days Gone. Or secondary antagonist, I should say, because main antagonist is supposed to be Colonel Garrett, but a lot of people consider Schizo to be the main antagonist, but, um, Schizo is a guy he's oftentimes compared to Micah because of how similar he is to Micah. Like, he's in your group, he's in your camp. He betrays you. Yeah. So a lot of people compare him to Micah. Which assassination target in Assassin's Creed 1 do you hate the most? Oh, that's easy. I forget the guy's name. The guy who did the executions. That guy. I hate him the most. He was the most evil one. He was way worse than even Robert. I'm gonna be working on it, Drifter kids. The Reznov video is pretty much ready. It's gonna come out tomorrow, because I figured today I'll just put out the Mafia Definitive Edition part. Tomorrow, the Reznov video will be out, and then I'm gonna start working on that Tucker video. I'm also gonna make that video on the top 10 tips to survive retail, which I think will, a lot of people will probably enjoy that one when I post it. Do you think Rockstar will start working on next Red Dead Redemption after GTA 6 releases? No. They're gonna probably be focusing everything on GTA 6 Online. You know, don't expect another game from Rockstar for at least 5 years when GTA 6 comes out.
No effing way! Ah! Shit!
Thank you also, Jimmy, for sponsoring my channel for nearly 2 years. Thanks, dude. But yeah, you know, summer is about, you know, a little more than halfway done. I'm looking forward to fall. I hope this, you know, July goes quick and you know, it gets to fall quickly because I cannot stand the heat. I don't like the heat.
It's Sam.
Wick, take the helicopter and go to your last business. Okay, nightclub. It's all that's left. Okay. My favorite nationwide pizza place, probably Domino's. Big Smile Lee or Micah? Oh man. Big Smile Lee's more of a threat. Yeah, he's way more people working for him. Aren't we happy there's no more, post stuff? Yeah. Haven't seen that thing in weeks and happy about it. Yes, my apartment has pretty good air conditioner. I don't think that garbage trucks are the worst mission. I would say the worst one is probably the pounder truck where you're driving with the guy that's high. That's probably the most annoying one. Constantly crashing the truck, and it's because it's one truck, it can easily get blown up. Yeah, I think the pounder is probably the worst one. The weed pounder one, not the other pounder. Give me rent. Yeah. That's Spider-Man. And wait, QC, you made a super chat. It disappeared just now, but did you ask me what a bureaucrat is, right? No, I didn't really watch the Superman films. I don't know about buggies. Is buggies I might not mind because it just just make the drops from it and that's it. Uh, but like there's the Merryweather insurgent mission. That one's annoying. YouTube removed that message. Well, a bureaucrat is someone who they have a very rules-based approach on how they follow things, and a lot of times it can get really annoying. Uh, like I'll give you an example of a bureaucrat. I'll give you an example of it. The the government in New York here, where my parents lived, right? This bureaucrat that we dealt with from the government basically made the situation much worse. They should have had some common sense. But what happened was a couple years ago, there was this crack that was on the sidewalk in front of my mom's house. And my mom is, she likes everything being clean, everything being organized, and so that crack was like really bothering her, like it was really pissing her off. Like she could not stand that crack in the sidewalk in front of the house, like it really irritated her. And the thing about this crack, it was impossible to trip on this. Like you could not trip on this even if you tried. It was impossible to trip on it. Even if you were running, there's like no way to trip on it. Like your foot wouldn't even fit in it. It was impossible to trip on it. But what happened was my mom wanted me to call up the town and have them complain and have them send somebody up here to fix the crack on the sidewalk. And I told my mom, I'm like, it's not a good idea because they might just fine you and they might just cause a bunch of problems and they're not going to fix it. And my mom said to me, no, we pay really high taxes here. They have to fix it. It's my tax money. And so my mom was yelling at me, telling me to call. I ended up calling the town. I told them about the crack on the sidewalk. You know what the town told me? The town refused to fix the crack, and not only that, they actually told me that I have like 60 days to fix the crack or I'm gonna get fined for a safety hazard now. So now they gave me like 60 days to fix it or I'm gonna get fined. So I had to now pay for it to fix it. And we found a contractor, and the contractor did the work. And then we found out that we needed a permit. We needed to get a separate permit before we hired the contractor. And now I need to get it after the contractor already did the work, fix the sidewalk. I'm gonna get fined within like 30 days if I don't get like a permit for that. and the job's already done. So why do I already need the permit in the first place? And this is an example of government bureaucracy going too far. Like, stuff like this exactly. And my mom was so shocked by that. Like, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen, but my mom was so shocked by that. Like, she expected the government was going to come out here and, like, fix it and do it all. She kept saying, oh, we pay really high taxes. Well, I said, just because you pay really high taxes doesn't mean that you're going to get the service provided to you. But that was, that's pretty much an example of bureaucrats. And the fact that the stupid bureaucrat, like, made us go and get the permit after the job was already done, and threatened to fine us within 30 days, that's what I'll say is, like, is stupid about crap like that. So that's, like, come on, have some discretion at that point. The job's already done, we don't need the permit, the sidewalk's already finished, but it's, like, that's what I'll say about this crap, is, like, that's a perfect example of government bureaucracy going too far. Do you think dashboarding to save your cargo is an exploit? No. Because you're talking about closing your application, you mean, by dashboarding? If you mean closing your application, if somebody's trying to destroy your cargo, no. I don't think it's an exploit. Because you worked hard for that cargo, you shouldn't have it getting destroyed by some idiot. So it's, that's what I'll say about that. Do you have any clue about the bureaucracy in Tunisia and France? A little bit. I can't tell you about the bureaucracy in Tunisia because I know nothing about it, but I do know about the bureaucracy in France a little bit. That I can tell you a little bit about. There was these really big protests that happened in France like years ago. Like, France has a lot of protests, but this one that happened in France, this happened a number of years ago. It was called the Yellow Jacket protests, and the Yellow Jacket protests, it was people were wearing those, like, yellow street jackets, like, so you don't hit them at night. I forget the glowing jackets. Forget what those are called. But people were wearing those as, like, a sign for the protest. And what ended up causing these Yellow Jacket protests, the reason that this happened, was because the government in France had passed a new fuel tax. They passed a gasoline tax. And what happened was, the majority of the people in the cities in Paris supported this. So, like, people in, cities like Paris supported this because a lot of people that drive in cities drive electric cars. But here's the thing: the people that supported that gas tax were only thinking about themselves. They were thinking about themselves in the city. They weren't thinking about the people that were in the rural areas. People that live in the cities in France, just like in a lot of other places, people that live in the cities generally make more money than people that live in rural areas. In the rural areas in France, people drive mostly gasoline cars, and they use gasoline to power their tractors, their other farming equipment, and stuff like that. And so what this basically was, is it was a tax on the poor. That's what it essentially was. And the government was not listening to the people. The people got really mad, and they put on the yellow jackets, and they started protesting, blocking roads, shutting down highways. That's basically, and the yellow jacket protest blew up, and they got so big that the government in France, I know, suspended, like, the fuel tax. I don't know if they ended up doing it. I know they suspended it for some time. But that's a perfect example of, like, government bureaucracy, and it's a perfect example of being out of touch with, a lot of people. Because, like, the people, they were only thinking about the people in the cities when they passed that law. They weren't thinking about the people in rural communities that drive mostly gasoline cars, and that ended up causing a lot of problems in France. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jesus. That one thing I found in Mafia 1 is that Don Salieri didn't do traditional initiation with Tommy when Tommy joined his family. That is true. He was made pretty much instantly. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, Marsa. Really large super chat. Thanks, dude. That's in Argentinian money, right? Today I'm going to Santa Fe again for the dead signature. Only problem is the pilot strike on the day I'm going to return, this Saturday. It's already getting me really worried. Santa Fe City will be filled because they are going to reform its province's constitution. Yeah, and I remember you kept trying to go to the capital, but something always just kept coming up, and now it's happening again. I hope that you can get through that. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Mars. Thank you, thanks, dude. Brandon, you have to hit the button. Dobry wieczór, thank you. That means good afternoon. Thanks, dude. It's okay, Brandon. Don't apologize. Thank you, Shiplord. You're almost done 100% awards online. This Loyalty, Colonel Mastermind, and Reno Wars are left. Oh, I never really had the patience to do a lot of those challenges, but I respect you for that, Jacob. My goal was always to get the $1 billion, and then once I kind of hit that goal, I kind of just chilled out on GTA. If I had really put work into it, I probably could have gotten 2 billion. But I just wanted to focus on pretty much helping people at that point. When I hit that billion, I was like pretty much retired from just grinding like crazy. I help people now mostly. You remind me of Armchair Historian. Well, thank you. I've seen his videos before. Here we go. Done. Okay, nice. Action Shay Films. What kind of videos does he make, Balkan? He did the Checkmate Lincolnite series. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Is that the guy who I've seen his videos before. Is that the guy who always dresses up as a Union soldier in his videos? Like he's always dressed as a Union soldier. I think I know who you're talking about, right? He does a lot of Civil War videos. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. He's the guy who like makes videos like just exposing a lot of the Confederate propaganda and like debunking it. Is that? Yeah, I've seen his videos before. It's yeah, he's a really good historian channel. That there are, you know, believe it or not, there actually are people out there that they are fully convinced in their minds that the Confederacy had like nothing to do with slavery. I don't know how somebody can think that, but there are people out there that like in their minds they're just like completely convinced that the Civil War had nothing to do with slavery, and they think that it was like a states' rights issue, and it's all just a bunch of Confederate propaganda. Okay, got the van, which this should make it a lot easier too. What do you think of Beavis and Butthead in Call of Duty? I think it's kind of stupid adding these cartoon characters to the game. I never really watched that show, so I don't have anything against the show. I just think it's weird adding like cartoon characters to Call of Duty. Someone griefed your heist cargo? What? Well, that's stupid. I don't think I've ever been griefed on a prep mission. Like prep missions when I did for Heist, I don't think I've ever been griefed once on a prep mission. I've been griefed when I tried to pick up cargo and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever been griefed on a heist mission. It's like, but that's yeah, that's. Thank you, Zombie Fanatic, for the super chat. You can steal heist prep. How does that work exactly? When you steal it, and what if you don't even have the heist active at the time? No, Brandon, I'm gonna look at it. I'm sorry, Brandon. I've just been busy with just so much stuff recently. I'll take a look at it tonight. One mile to this drop here. What games you'll play later this year? Well, Mafia Definitive Edition, we're doing Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Mafia the Old Country. Are you playing on fidelity settings? No, I'm performance ray tracing. I think that's what I'm playing on. One day, probably, Lexi. Play all the Valve games one day. Okay, converted. How many businesses do you need to sell? You said you needed help selling, right? Oh crap, what? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All the C businesses, okay. Okay, I'm gonna start helping Brandon next. Wick, can you please go and join Converted's MC and start helping him sell? And I guess Minifig, can you also help Converted and I'll help Brandon in the meantime.
Oye, ¿cómo estás? Screw you! Hey, over there!
Oh, you got raided. Damn, I hate when the enemies do this, when they, like, drive around like this, and then... Oh, okay, I'm sorry I didn't see your milestone. About my Twitter post, can you believe that people are willing to threaten the life of a child because they used AI art? Do you understand my reaction? It's... I... People on the internet are... Some people on the internet, unfortunately, are just such psychos. I don't know why anyone would threaten anyone, especially for using, what, AI art? People are gonna threaten a child for that? It's just psychos. Thank you, Cayman, for being a member of my channel for 7 months. We were supposed to go by car, but torrential rains flooded Route 9 on the side of Buenos Aires province. Then the flight, I had to return from Arena, the capital of another province, and Entre Rios. I hope that you can get Santa Fe, Marsop. I'm sorry that you just had such terrible luck.
Okay.
Okay, Wick, disband this. Help converted now, please, Wick. I'm gonna help Brandon really quick. I think it's gonna take a lot to fix Mind's Eye. I don't know how they'll do it, if anything. Wick, please help convert it. Yeah, I'll play the other Half-Life expansions. I'll probably even do that this year. I actually have like a uniform that I at my apartment that I think would be great for like the cosplay for like the remember when I wore the armored truck outfit? I think the armored truck outfit I wore for the GTA 5 part, I think that would be perfect for like the Half-Life, you know, the series where you play as like that cop in Half-Life, the security guard. I think that that'll be perfect for that. So I'll probably do that later in the year. Um,
You doing this, huh?
Mr. Wick, can you please help convert it? Do you think there'll be a faction in Fallout that can surpass the Enclave in terms of evil? I don't know, because the Enclave supports genocide, which, that's probably the worst thing that, you know, any faction has done in the Fallout series. There's some pretty bad ones, but... I think the government should release all of that information, OIT, No, you were in you were in MC before, but, we're gonna need someone to disband then, My favorite Half-Life mission so far, probably when I blew up the monster with that big satellite gun. How would you say if someone is a good person? How they treat others, if they treat others with respect, if they're honorable, if they keep their promises, if they keep their word, if they're greedy, selfish. You know, there's like a lot of things.
We lost them. Total dead.
Isn't good subjective or is it objective? I think that good is something that all of us can define. You know, I will tell you something. I cannot stand it when I hear like these philosophers like. So, you know, some philosophers are smart, but some philosophers are total idiots. That's what I'll say about that. Um, I sometimes when I hear like philosophers, like there are some philosophers out there that like they say, for example, there's no such thing as evil, and they say like, oh, evil is just like a human construct, and it's you know whatever like you know humans define as evil is what's evil, and they say there's no such thing as evil. That is the biggest nonsense you know that we can possibly hear of. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what country you are on the planet. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what culture you come from. It does not matter what religion you follow. When all of us see something evil, we know when it's evil. When we see a you know a horrible you know human being doing absolutely horrible things like a brutal dictator just killing his people, mass murdering his people, like invading countries, we know that's evil. Every single person, regardless of their religion, nationality, everyone on the planet knows that stuff like that is. So like every person on the planet knows that Hitler's evil. Almost every person on the planet knows Stalin was evil. So it's like when I hear philosophers say this nonsense, they're like, oh, there's no such thing as evil, and they say that it's just a human, you know, design, human construct. It's just nonsense. It is, we can define what's pretty much evil. It's just use common sense, and you can figure out, you know, who's evil. So, like, when I hear that, you know, those nonsense arguments, I just don't like them. What's wrong with Mind's Eye? The glitches, the, no map, the lack of good gameplay, the free roam sucks. Okay, Brandon, I'll wait for you. When you played GTA 4 for the first time, do you realize that Luis, was the same guy from the Heist as well as the Diamond Exchange? Yeah, I kind of did, yeah. I didn't recognize his name, I didn't know his name, but I did, When you play GTA, and thank you, Grim Reaper 85, thanks for that super chat. As Jordan Peterson would say, if you don't think that people can be evil, it just means you don't understand people or yourself. There are, you know, really horrible evil people out there. And when I hear people say that, like, you know, evil is just something subjective, and it's just something that humans, like, you know, create that title, it's nonsense, it's not true. One thing I learned in life is that when bad things happen to good people, it's really because we live in a cruel, wicked world. My grandmother is now 11 years breast cancer free, and that put, my life in perspective. Thank you, Sweet Pumpkin, for the super chat. The world can be cruel, but your grandmother, she hasn't had breast cancer for 11 years. So I hope that everything is good with your grandmother, and I hope that that her health is fine and good. But yeah, it's sometimes you know the world can be so cruel, and sometimes you know such bad things happen to good people. You know, I'll tell you guys something. There was this really horrible case, like this really horrible case that happened in the 1970s. I remember that I actually learned about it in school when I studied law. But there was this really horrible case that happened in the 70s in Texas, and what basically happened was there was uh, this guy took his daughter and his son out trick-or-treating on Halloween, and the son wakes up the parents in the middle of the night. The son is extremely sweaty. He's sick. There's something wrong with him. They take the son to the hospital. Son dies within a couple hours. The son got poisoned with cyanide. Somebody put cyanide in the candy. And there was no cure. There was nothing the hospital could have done. The child died. And the dad told the police at the time that the person who did this would have been one of the people from the neighborhood. There was this one guy in the neighborhood that he was like a rude guy, like just not a nice person, and everybody didn't like him. And just because somebody's rude and nasty does not make them a killer. But the dad was basically saying this guy's like, rude and nasty, and, this guy was the one who poisoned my son. We went to his house, he gave my son, candy. The police did a bunch of investigation. And do you know what the police found out? The police found out that before the child was poisoned, just only a few days beforehand, the dad put a life insurance policy on the child. Who puts a life insurance policy on a child? The dad did. And not only did he put a life insurance policy on the child, he put a life insurance policy on his daughter as well. So both on his son and his daughter. And he was the one who poisoned the candy. And he tried to frame that guy in the town. And he was trying to poison his daughter as well. But his daughter did not eat the poison candy. She ended up surviving. The son died. Her brother died. The wife had no idea about this. The wife did not know that the husband was doing this. She had no idea. She had no part in this. And it was basically a scam and a murder. He wanted to kill his kids for life insurance money. That is what he was doing, and he tried to frame this guy. And if you want to know what happened to this guy, he got the death penalty. He got executed. This was in Texas. In Texas, they don't mess around. In Texas, you kill somebody, you're getting the death penalty most of the time. But what happened was when the guy was actually awaiting his trial, there was riots that happened, like mass protests, and the police actually had to put him under government protection because they were scared that like a mob of people was going to come and kill him. And so, like, even awaiting the trial, they had to basically do that. So imagine being that cop that you have to protect the child killer awaiting his trial. But the point that I'm getting at here is that what that dad did is pure evil. That is one of the most evil things that you can possibly do. It's bad enough killing somebody, but killing your own child for money and poisoning your kids for money, taking them on a day of like Halloween, which was a day that kids are supposed to have fun on that day, and killing them on that day, poisoning them with candy, something that they were going to enjoy, treats. That is one of the most evil things that I can possibly think of doing. And when I hear idiots out there say that there's no such thing as evil, and they say it's, evil is subjective and stuff like that, that's evil. And anybody who tells me that isn't evil is a piece of crap. That's all I'll say. That is evil. Yeah, that is pretty much, that is evil. It is horrible. And here's the thing is, do you know that story that people say on Halloween when they say that certain candies can be poisoned, and every year there's like a fear of like candy being poisoned, some crazy person poisoning the candy. The reality of that is that there has not been a child that has been poisoned from candy, I think, in decades. Correct me if I'm wrong. That whole thing happened because of that case, because that child died on Halloween. That's where that whole legend came in, that candy was going to be poisoned at Halloween. That it has its origins. But what people don't know is it wasn't a random stranger that poisoned the child. It was the child's own father, and the child's father got the death penalty, and he deserved it. So that was it. He got executed. I think he got killed by the electric chair. I think that's what he got. This happened in like the 70s in Texas. But that's that's what I'll say about that. Is that is pure evil. That is like one of the most evil stories that I think I've possibly ever heard of. And Dr. Friedlander doesn't believe in evil. Well, Dr. Friedlander is a scumbag himself. He's a sociopath. He's a Dr. Friedlander is one of the worst people to be a therapist. That's why I say money is the root of all evil. I don't believe that, though, Christine. I thank you for the super chat, but I personally believe that if a really good person becomes extremely rich overnight, I don't think their personality is going to change. I think that, if anything, I think money might just show what kind of person people truly are. That's what I think.
All right.
Wait, who Bakken? Speaking of cruel world, my mom was so heartbroken. They killed my grand aunt in a medical clinic during the pandemic. Sometimes that stuff happens. Murders are blamed on COVID-19. Bless my grand aunt. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, Marsoff. You have my condolences. Yes, I will play Mafia 3 after I finish the Old Country. Yes, that's true. I might not have enough time to do Mafia 2 before Mafia the Old Country. So if I don't get to do Mafia 2 before Mafia the Old Country comes out, I'll do that right after Mafia the Old Country. Mafia the Old Country, August 8th, that's coming out. Maybe that's a possible theory, but I think it's more that like GTA 5 I just don't think had the same effort put into it as GTA 4, especially with the story. Can war and other traumatic and tragic events make good people become evil? Maybe. It really all depends on the person. If somebody goes through something really horrible that might, really change them as a person. I mean, like, Nico was shaped as the person that he was because of the horrible things that he's seen in the Bosnian War, in Yugoslavia. So that's in GTA 4. But some people, I will say, some people can become like, bad over time. It just happens. Like, people have different personalities. I've mentioned the guy before, but like, if anybody knows who this guy is called Maximilien Robespierre, he was the leader of France during the first French Republic after the French Revolution. Now, whenever people think of Robespierre, they generally think of that psycho that like just started killing people during the Reign of Terror and cutting people's heads off. But what people don't know about Robespierre is that Robespierre, when he was younger, he was actually a pretty good guy, a pretty decent person. He wasn't like, Hitler, for example, was always a horrible person, even when he was younger. He was like a raging ultra-nationalist, even in World War I. But, like, Robespierre was a decent human being when he was younger. He believed in free speech. He believed in individual liberty. He was against aristocratic privilege. He was against slavery. He helped abolish slavery. It made France, like, the first Western country in the world at the time to abolish slavery until Napoleon brought it back. But, he ended slavery. He saved a lot of people with that. But it was... Over time, what happened was he just went insane. Like, stuff did not start going his way. He went, he opposed death penalty at one point, but he basically just went so crazy that he believed that anybody that went against him was counter-revolutionary, and in his eyes, the French Revolution was his life's work. It was everything that he spent, his entire life trying to accomplish, creating this society, that was free of monarchy, free of aristocratic privilege, free where, any man, can advance, his career, advance through society, not have to, deal with this, hierarchical system that was in, in monarchist France. And he was so scared that people were going to take that away and that there was these people plotting against the revolution, and he basically went crazy and just started sending, like, thousands of people to get, their heads cut off. The thing is about Robespierre is that, if Robespierre hadn't gone crazy and started executing people, he would have gone down as one of the greatest, leaders in history if he never started killing people, because he did so many good things before he went crazy. Yeah, exactly, Miraculous. Yeah, Robespierre was a decent man when he was younger, but something just changed in him. He snapped. He went crazy. I think what ultimately changed Robespierre was probably the paranoia. It was paranoia. He he was convinced that there was this plot to end the revolution, because there were so many countries that were fighting France at the time, like Prussia and Austria were invading France, the UK was invading France, and he was basically convinced that there was this, this internal plot against the revolution, and he just basically went crazy, and, that's the rest of history. I've never played anything from this IP before. Chase returns to help stop Rex Fury Lego City Undercover Walkthrough Part 1, maybe before GTA 6? Yeah, Lego City, it's that open world Lego game, right? Thank you, Blinded Eagle. I can do it one day, yeah, I can. What's your opinion on Simeon Saint? You mean from Ace Attorney? Simeon Saint is kind of a victim in a way. It's kind of like the horrible things that happened to him, I guess you could kind of argue, made him into that cold person that he was. So he's both a criminal and a victim at the same time too. Because if you have to also understand Simeon's perspective. Is Simeon lost faith in the justice system because of what happened? Because the corrupt prosecutor. My favorite prosecutor from Ace Attorney, Edgeworth. Is there a queue for joining the lobby? No, you just have to have me added, dude. What do you think about the saying absolute power corrupts absolutely? No. Because I will tell you something else. Do you know who the most popular president was in American history? The most popular president in American history was George Washington. George Washington had 95% approval rating. Imagine that, 95%. That is insane. No president has ever come close to having an approval rating as him. But about George Washington is George Washington was such a popular leader when he was president that George Washington was also the leader of the Continental Army, and the army was loyal to him, not Congress. And if George Washington wanted to, he could have done a coup easily. If George Washington wanted to, he could have basically used the army. He could have basically just marched on Philadelphia at the time, and he could have just overthrown the government and said, I am president for life. I am dictator now of America. And people would have accepted that. People would have accepted him as the leader. But he didn't do that. What he did instead is he resigned his commission as, commander of the Continental Army. He resigned. He basically said, I want to go retire now. I want to go retire. I want to go, spend time with my wife. I want to go back to my farm. He did not do that. He did not take power. He could have been a dictator. If he wanted to, he could have been dictator of America, but he didn't. So it's like, there would have been nothing stopping him from becoming dictator. Like, he could have easily taken over. The thing about it is King George actually said that George Washington was a scammer, and he said that George Washington would take over the country when when the war's over, and that did not happen. And King George even said that George Washington is the greatest leader, the greatest human being ever, because he gave up power. That's what I think his exact words were about him. And George Washington did not even want to become president. He didn't. A lot of people don't know that. But he, the reason that he became president is because a lot of people were pressuring him to, and he was the only one that could unite the country, because he was like the most popular leader in America, and that the most popular leader in America did not want to be president. It was like he needed to be president to unite the country at the time, because it was right after the revolution. We were an independent country. We needed a leader to unite us, and George Washington was that leader. And he ended up becoming president a second time in his second term. But the thing about that is that when his second term was ending, people wanted him to run for a third term, and he said, nope, that's it, I'm done. I've done 2 terms, I want to go retire, I want to spend time with my wife, that's it, I'm done. So that's what I'll say about it, is that when people say, absolute power corrupts, not necessarily, is that, George Washington had absolute power, and he didn't go crazy with it. Would you run for president if you had a good chance to win? The thing is, though, is that if I ran for president, I would not last as president. I would either get assassinated by the CIA, or probably they probably would find something ridiculous, some made up scandal to throw at me. That's probably what would happen. Oh, I didn't know that part, Fernando. I know that he provided aid to Polish people and also the Finnish people during World War II, but I didn't know that part. Call Lester, okay. I'm just gonna drive straight in the city from here.
Why, hello, how you doing? How can I help?
Well, that's the tyranny of King Washington in Assassin's Creed 3. That is actually an alternate history. That's actually what would have happened if like the developer said if Washington did not give up power. Basically that.
Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
You want to see the Statue of Liberty? Oh, that's great, Aki. My favorite Assassin's Creed game, the older ones, probably Assassin's Creed 1, but I also really like Assassin's Creed Rogue. Rogue I also really liked as a game. A video game hot take. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. I'm new here. Why are you wearing the mask during streams? Because I dress up as the characters that I play as, and I'm playing as my GTA character. Whenever I play a game, I do dress up as the characters. That's just, been my style here. The Simpsons? Nah, I never really watched it. I know the show, but I've never really been into that. My favorite game that's based on history, probably World at War. I sometimes come by them, Brandon. It's best to tell me, though, when you're gonna be streaming, just so I know ahead of time. My least liked game, right now probably Mind's Eye. Well, but my all-time hated game on PlayStation 5, like out of all the PS5 games, probably my most hated game on PS5, probably Saints Row the reboot. Yeah, probably that one. That's probably the one I dislike the most. But right now it's Mind's Eye is the game that I'm having a lot of problems with. Do you agree with me that we make bad choices in life? We aren't necessarily bad people. I think everyone makes bad choices in their life. But it's about when you get older and you learn how to, you learn how to avoid making those bad choices and shapes you into the person that you are. No, I haven't, Aki. I don't really watch many GTA content creators, not much. I used to what was it? I used to come by Gilly Master streams and Dark Viper streams. I used to hang out there in the past a lot, but I just haven't had time and haven't really and I don't haven't really seen when they're streaming, so it's well, if you're in the session, Manny, I could.
Son of a bitch!
We on?
Enter a boat. Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Chingado.
Sucker.
What do you think about YouTubers who try to push their belief agenda and views onto their viewers? Like somebody once said that this state isn't real or these people don't exist. Well, I never, I never push, any politics in my videos whatsoever. Sometimes when I'll be talking about history, there's like some things that, I guess politics gets into that a little bit when I'm discussing history, but I really, don't get into, history or don't get into politics, and I don't really think it's the job of YouTubers to do that, to get into politics. If it's one thing if somebody has like a political channel, but if they have like a channel that's gaming related, they really should not be getting involved into stuff like that. And the thing is though is that, I am a content creator. I am an entertainer. That is my job. I entertain you guys. I make, videos that you guys enjoy, playthroughs, lore videos, guides. I talk to you guys on streams and, answer your comments, but I am not an expert on politics. I am not, I really don't have the right to tell you guys, who to vote for or who to support, stuff like that. I personally cannot stand it when I see celebrities telling people how to vote, when I see celebrities telling people, oh, you better vote for this person or that and that, stuff like that, and people listen to that. I can't stand that elitist behavior, and so I personally stay away from that stuff. I never tell people how to vote or any of that stuff. I don't really have the right to tell anybody even how to vote. I'm just, I'm an entertainer. That's my job. I'm not an expert on, politics. And honestly speaking, the way that I personally see it, when a celebrity tells you to who to vote for, why should their opinion be any more important than some random guy on the bus that tells you who to vote for? Really, I'm being serious on that. Like, what makes a celebrity qualified to tell you who to vote for? How evil was Reinhard Heydrich, the man with the Iron Heart? You're talking about the guy who got assassinated in Czechoslovakia, right? That was early in the war. I think that was like 41 when he got assassinated. But Heydrich was pure evil. One of the worst Nazis out there. He drew up plans for the Holocaust of Himmler. Heydrich was a really, really horrible human being. When Heydrich was assassinated by those Czechoslovakian fighters, the Nazis actually went to several Czech villages and just killed everyone in them. I don't know on that one, Zombie Fanatic. I like both of them, but honestly speaking, I like the way the guns feel in Red Dead Redemption 1. I like the way the guns feel and sound in Red Dead Redemption 1 more than 2. Because, like, when you shoot somebody in the chest with, like, the gun, like, they will go down in, like, a couple shots. But some of the guns in Red Dead, it takes multiple shots in the chest in Red Dead 2 to kill them. be really close. Okay, we made it. Nice. Oh, wait, no, we didn't make it on their one. But, okay, that was weird. There. Oh, okay, Brandon. Did Converted sell his stuff? Yeah, it's okay, April. Well, Converted needed help, Mr. Wick. Oh, he left the lobby? Okay. Why did I just get 3 stars? My favorite animal? I don't know if I really have one. Okay, Casey. Yeah, we can get more Hitman I can put out more Hitman videos, yeah. What's your opinion on people that say that Hitler wouldn't have been a bad person if he was accepted to art school? Bunch of nonsense. The thing about Hitler is that Hitler was already a bad person during World War I. Even when he was younger, he was a bad person. He was like a raging ultra nationalist. He hated other nationalities when he was in World War I. Very toxic person. Why do I get 5 stars now? What's going on? Where are all these police coming from? What's happening? I'm confused now.
I take it this isn't a social call?
Unavailable?
I'm afraid not. Okay.
Why do I have 5 stars and it says unavailable right now to call Lester? Does anyone need help selling anything right now? Damn. Did George Washington ever attempt to get the British to hand over Benedict Arnold? Yes, he did. That was, George Washington offered to exchange Major John Andre for, Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold was a general at the time, and Britain was not going to do that because then they would have basically said that anybody who defects to the, to Britain, that they will exchange him back to Washington. So they didn't, they refused. That was really his only attempt to get back at Benedict Arnold.
Here for the magic touch?
The funniest part of history I've learned? I don't know. To think about that one. Does anybody else need help selling anything? If not, I'll help you with your preps, Brandon. Invite me. Well, CJ didn't shoot him at the end. He killed him by kicking him to death. But Pulaski was a scumbag. Oh, Minifig needs help with a heist. Let me help him with this heist then. Are you back in the session, Converted? Wick will help you if you get back in the session. Wick, please help, Converted. Hey, Steph, have I played all the GTAs? No, I haven't played GTA 1, 2, London, and Advance, but I played every other GTA besides that. I don't think Claude is the most evil person in the GTA universe. In the 3D universe, in the 3D universe, Claude is probably the worst person in the 3D universe, but in the HD universe is Dimitri, and I think Dimitri is worse than Claude. I think we can agree with that. I think Dimitri is the uh, I think Dimitri is the most evil character in the We can just do it me and you, Minifig, I think, too. What's the target? Is it cash? Wait, no, is Wick gonna help Converted? Because Converted needs help, though, Minifig. Godot? Godot uh, in Ace Attorney, you mean. He's kind of a tragic villain in a way. Did Don Salieri end up betraying Tommy, Sam, and Polly with that heist near the end of the game? It was Salieri betrayed Tommy. I don't think Tommy really betrayed him. Thank you, Joseph May, for the super chat. It is diamonds. Well, diamonds. I think diamonds with 2 or 3 people. I think we can get them all. Uh, but it's up to you, Minifig. It's your heist. Do whatever you want. But Mr. Wick, can you please help Converted? Please help him because he needs help selling. Wasn't he trying to say that he's a Berliner zombie fanatic? It's going good. I'm not in the session anymore. Well, uh, when I finish the heist, if you join my session, Converted, I can help you. You want to do this with 4 people? Okay. You don't really need 4 people for diamonds, but it's up to you, Minifig. How do I deal with grief? I I don't know how to really answer that question. Everyone deals with it in a different way. It was how to get in your session. Well, you'd have to have me added, Joseph. Do you have me added on PlayStation? Thank you for the super chat. what I was trying to say is I had a family member of mine, my uncle, who passed away last year, and when he passed away last year, I was really sad. He was sick. He's been sick for some time, and when he passed away, I felt really sad. But there was you know I was kind of prepared for it. I kind of knew that it was coming because he was really sick, and so I knew that he was it was eventually going to happen. Like we were hoping that he was going to make a recovery, but it was just he had cancer, by the way, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse, and we knew that eventually it was going to just happen. And when it happened, I was really sad, but we were preparing for it as a family, and it just happened, and that you just you try to get through it, and I guess you try not to think about it, and you try to remember the good memories that you had of that person, and that's about it that I can say about how to deal with grief. I actually did go to Arizona last year for a moment when I went in Hoover Dam. I stayed in I stayed in Arizona for a moment. I walked through Arizona on the Hoover Dam, but I got Cayo Perico Heist, but I still have preps. Okay, Pierston. Well, if you have the finale, I can help you out. My grandpa recently passed away 2 days ago from complications of a massive stroke, and now me and my family are currently grieving and preparing for his funeral. I'm sorry about that, GameCube 64 guy. You have my condolences. No, no, I haven't, DHC. And what was the other part of it? In 2028, well, I try to go to Vegas every year, Pirate. I don't think Ulfric is a sociopath, no. Uh, I think he's ignorant on some things, but he's not a sociopath. Can you skip this cutscene, please? The update lets you skip these cutscenes now. If you can please skip this minifig, because this cutscene is like a 5-minute cutscene.
Right now. Yeah, he's boxing in the gym with his PR guy.
Well, go speak to him, okay? Fuck!
Hey.
I promise you, this will all be cool.
Minifig, could you please skip this cutscene? This cutscene always lasts so long.
Thank you, thanks.
She knows, man. She fucking knows.
We're cool, man. Mr. D's gonna deal with this.
No.
He loves guys like us.
This shit too fucked up, man. I'm too famous for this shit, bro. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail.
Chill.
What you mean, chill? You know what they do to me in jail?
I can add you later, Joseph. Yeah.
This is a fucking
Whoa, hey,
setup,
whoa,
bro.
put it down, man.
You setting us up for what?
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Oh, yeah? How about I ice you and I ice her, and we get the fuck out of
What do
here?
you mean? Ice? Don't. No, wait. Wait, look. The key card. It's right there, bro.
Oh, shit.
My leg.
My bad, bro. Fuck.
Not in there.
You cool or what?
Yeah. I'll be cool, man.
Is
Real
everything
cool.
okay?
I have no idea.
No. I shot myself.
Yeah.
Like an idiot.
Fucking weird.
Oh my god!
Can you get me to a doctor, please?
Yeah, of course. Come with me here.
Do I look pale? Do you?
Don't touch me.
I'm feeling faint, bro. I think I'm bleeding out.
Get the fucking thing off the fucking table and get out of here.
Since we're doing this heist, I'm taking his car when we're exiting. I'm gonna take his car because you can take his car when you're escaping.
Well, that looked relaxing. For a moment, I didn't think you were gonna get back there. Go down the hall until you get to the staircase. Then go down to the ground floor and make your way to the vault. You're coming up on the staff lobby, so remember to stay out of sight. You're not supposed to be there. If you blow your cover...
Get out.
Whoa. This ain't no VIP lounge. Go back to the main floor.
Through here. You can take the elevator down to the vault if you're up to hacking its security control. Otherwise, guys. It's the stairs.
Okay.
Hey, who the hell are you? Get out.
Oh, what's this? What happened? No, I don't know who went down. Guys, just follow me on this heist. Just follow me when we're going through it. I know Cayman, but well, it kind of it does kind of suck, but I would say if you if something does not go your way, I would not keep thinking about it, because it's just gonna this is gonna be bad for you mentally if you just keep thinking about it. I would say just to try your best to just move on to the next thing and try not to think about it.
Go down the hall until you get to the staircase. Then go down to the ground floor and make your way to the vault. You're coming up on the staff lobby, so remember to stay out of sight.
Hey,
You're not
this
supposed to
place
be.
sucks.
Everyone follow me,
If you blow
please.
your cover, you'll need to start fighting.
The hell you doing
Through here. This pass gets you into the office and hotel. But if anyone sees you in the staff lobby, expect a Oh crap! The jig's up. Just get to the vault however you can.
Okay, guys, everyone, please just follow me. I'll show you guys the route through this. Is just you have to be right behind me. You have to be really quick because you can run past the guards for like a second when they see you on this run. Just everyone, please just follow me. I'll try to have it out this week, Trat Bear. It'll be a top 10 tips to survive retail. Everyone, please just follow me on this. Let me go first. Just everyone follow me.
Well, that looked relaxing. For a moment, I didn't think you were gonna get back there. Go down the hall until you get to the staircase. Then go down to the ground floor and make your way.
You guys
to
have to
the
be
vault.
right behind me, like
You're coming up on the
right
staff
behind me.
lobby, so remember to stay out of sight. You're not supposed to be there. If you blow your cover, you'll need to start fighting. Through here. This pass gets you into the office and hotel.
Guys, you have to follow me, like exactly.
Wherever you can.
I'll do this again. Hang on. Let me try this here.
a man down?
Okay. I'll do it, Trat Bear. Well, minifig, it just people have to be right behind me when I'm going. I'll wait for everybody, but everybody has to be right behind me, like right behind me. The same route that we're taking again. Hold on. Okay. Jump also, it'll make you go faster.
Well, that looked relaxing. For a moment, I didn't think you were gonna get back there. Go down the hall until you get to the staircase. Then go down to the ground floor and make your way to the vault. You're coming up on the staff lobby, so remember to stay out of sight.
The hell?
You're not
You
supposed to
can't
be there.
Who
If
the
you
hell
blow
are
your
you?
cover,
The hell
you'll need to
you
start
doing?
fighting.
The hell you doing here?
Through here. Oh crap! The jig's up. Just get to
okay.
the vault however you can.
Close the gap.
Yeah, I don't like this approach either. This approach on this heist, but
I don't know who you think you are.
You little piggy.
college friendships and betrayal. Oh, thank you, Trat Bear, for the super chat. I never really made many friends in college, believe that or not. In the future, I know people have told me to play that one if I like Ace Attorney, but
Well, that looked relaxing. For a moment, I didn't think you were gonna get back there. Go down the hall until you get to the staircase. Then go down to the ground floor and make
oh
your way
great.
to the vault. You're coming up on the staff lobby, so remember to stay out of sight.
You're getting
You're
on
not
my
supposed to
fucking
be
nerves,
there.
alright?
If you blow your cover,
Why the fuck you have to do that?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! This ain't no VIP lounge. Go back to the main floor.
Damn, it's on me now. I took too long.
get to the vault however you can.
Over here, we got a man down.
That was on me. That was my fault there. I got stuck in the door. It's not good that you never, this heist, you never want to do it with 4 people. I don't have anything against anyone here, but you just don't want to do it with 4 people because this, you need to be really quick, and if one person lags behind like I did just there, that's what happens.
Down to the ground floor and make your way to the vault. You're coming up on the staff lobby, so remember to stay out of sight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! This ain't no VIP lounge. Go back to the main floor.
You can take the elevator down to the vault if you're...
Oh no, no, did you kill him? Okay, good. Right there. Go quick,
Hey, you!
another one coming.
Hey!
Okay, this one at a time. This guy, so we don't have to deal with him later. Wait, Bork, I think I know the video you're talking about. I was like a Polish guy arguing with
Push on to the vault.
a British. It was in Britain, right? On a train. I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. It's a video. That's like an older video. It was like many years ago, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, we made it here. Get out your equipment and get into the vault. You need to drill your way through multiple
It's going to be diamonds in here, Jimmy. What's wrong? Converted?
Diamonds, of course. I should have guessed. Good news. Seeing as we stayed under the radar, we have a
Mr. Wig, get what's in the middle. Don't wait for me here. Just get what's in the middle then.
sensors while you're in the vault, but only for a while. If the system goes quiet for too long, it triggers the alarm as a failsafe. And did I mention that if the alarm goes off in here, they'll flood the place with nerve agent? No? Okay, well, I'm mentioning it now.
Okay, there we go.
If you're making good time in there, try getting into some of the lockboxes.
You should try the Casino Heist or Kyle. They're both great heists. Even Kyle, despite all the patches, is still a fun heist. I think I have one Sandman. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get 2 walls done here. What do you mean, Art? Guys, at 15 seconds, just leave.
30 seconds.
Okay, I'm getting out of here now.
Perfect. Now get out before they smell a rat. Gas incoming. 10 seconds. In and out undetected. Who'd have thought it? People, that is the mother.
15 seconds is the ideal time to leave the vault, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't even be jumping through here because sometimes the glitch that happens, but okay. I think we're good.
Alright, now stay calm. Back the way you came through the checkpoint. Nothing to see here.
The hell you doing here?
And your mama too.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, who the hell are you? Get out!
that guy that's in that corner, that's gonna be a problem now. Well, I like playing this game for fun, playing with friends, talking to you guys, helping people out, John.
All right, now stay calm. Back the way you came, through the checkpoint. Nothing to see here.
Okay, that guy doesn't see it. I don't know how he doesn't see it. I'm not gonna question it. Let's go.
Get in the cargo elevator and use your key card. Play it cool. Okay, I need you to stay calm. They've seen what you did to the vault, and now the whole place is locking down fast. They know you're still in the building. Just keep moving and keep... Time to change your outfits. We need a fresh start if you're gonna make it out of here under the radar. We've got some heavy chatter on the police frequencies. Sounds like they're sending news.
Oh crap, there's a guard.
Some fucking nerve.
Go, just go, just go.
Reloading!
Wait, who's not with us?
I got your bullet all lined up.
Oh no.
Get up.
Oh no. Talking to you brightens my day with everyone else. Thank you, Phoenix.
All right, now stay calm. Back the way you came, through the checkpoint. Nothing to see here.
No, let me... Oh. Okay.
Oh, damn!
Get in the cargo elevator and use your key card. Play it cool. Okay, I need you to stay calm. They've seen what you did to the vault, and now the whole place is locking down fast. They know you're still in the building. Just keep moving and keep quiet. Time to change your outfits. We need a fresh start if you're gonna make it out of here under the radar. They're closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace. Security is sweeping the whole building. Stay one step ahead or this whole thing goes south. As long as you stay calm, those outfits should get you from here to the exit. The cops aren't letting anybody through the perimeter, so you'll have to do that the old-fashioned way. Good job, officers. It's about time you showed up. As long as you're in the casino, that outfit's...
What's your question, Menace? I'm taking, the celebrity's car.
Remember, they know the vault's been hit, but they don't know who you are.
That's watching the Superman movie in IMAX 3D, and oh man, I recommend you watch it.
And all the civilians have been evacuated.
I'll look into it, definitely.
No, it's you. So just stay
Thank you,
calm.
unknown
Keep your cool
notion.
to the buyer.
When is it, how long has it been in theaters for already?
The only thing that matters is making it to your ride. Now, don't let them see you leaving. The driver has the getaway car in position. I've
Yeah, I can't really talk, but it sounds like this thing's working out, right? Yeah, I'm in an ambulance. I think you hit an artery. Be a shame to lose them, but you know. So, I left my car in the parking lot. Might help you get home. You fuck it up, though, I'm coming for you. Real talk.
I think they're onto you. A real cop wouldn't be going away from the casino.
I'm gonna use the clean vehicle for this one here.
Alright, our decoy is online. The cops are confused as hell. Don't get seen near him, or the cops will figure out what we're doing. I've pinned your GPS with his tracker.
Yeah, this young ancestor's car, you can always take it. It is fast during this.
Alright, the decoy is out. You're on your own now.
Okay, here we go.
If the buyer hears so much as a siren, this whole thing goes up in smoke. Lose the cops.
Great. Okay. Cops are being a bit annoying here now.
We have a clean car all lined up. Just don't let them see you switch. The cops saw you. Put your foot down. You're gonna need to lose them the old-fashioned way.
What? They saw us? No, they didn't see anything. They didn't see me get in the car. You've got to be kidding me. That is BS. They did not see me get in the car. No one saw me get in the car. That's a glitch right there. That's... Looks like we're gonna have to take the supercar then. Not taking this car to escape. Like, literally, I got in that car without... What just happened? Oh, no. And I'll tell you what, corruption exists because we tend to try to shake off our evil ends and try to be good guys, which is easy to hide in from bad. This is why you should have your morality and rule. The helicopter is boring to take that. It's...
Remember, they
really talk, but it sounds like this thing is working out, right?
Now, don't let them see you leaving. The driver has the getaway car in position. I've pinged you the GPS. Get to the buyer, don't bring the cops, and we're home free.
Damn.
All right, our decoy
Man,
is
those
on.
cops are annoying. They are.
Confused as hell. Don't get seen near him before the cops have figured out what we're doing. I've pinged your GPS with this tracker. Just got word from the decoy. We don't have long before they have to tap out. Make the most of it. All right, the decoy is out. You're on your own now.
Damn, okay, that was close. Ooh. Some nice driving there, thank you.
If the buyer hears so much as a siren, this whole thing goes up in smoke. Lose the cops. We have a clean car all lined up. Just don't let them see you switch. They haven't made this car yet, so avoid
Okay,
the
now
cops
we don't
and
have to worry about the
do
cops.
anything stupid.
Okay, we got it now. This is not suspicious at all right now. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. Lost the police.
I knew this would be sweet. Liberating large amounts of private equity from private equity. That's something even the IRS has
I just hate how sometimes the police just spawn in front of you. Like, I just really don't like it.
out of there, carrying their crown jewels right under their noses. The ultimate humiliation. Oh, I've taken a whole lot of scores, but none of them has been sweeter than this.
Okay, we got this now. You chose the slowest vehicle. Yes, but it was an easier way to escape the cops, so we didn't have to deal with the police. Yeah, a lot of grinding over the years to get that money. Okay, we got it. Good work, everyone. Nice work, everyone. Do I feel that GTA 6 Online will be grindy like GTA 5? To a degree. I just hope it's not as bad as GTA 5's grinding. I hope that a lot of the missions are just mostly focused on actually running like a business, maybe like doing drug deals and stuff like that. I think that would be actually cool, you know, stuff like that. Like manufacturing your own drugs, like different than the MC business. And like if it's Vice City, there's got to be like a lot of drug businesses in GTA 6. So that's what I would like to see, stuff like that. The scariest Sopranos character? Oh, I'm gonna mute this here. It would be probably Richie. Maybe Richie. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Talis Fox. Okay, let me go to a friend session here. Converted, did anyone help you with your sales? Hmm. Oh, you have the Cayo Perico heist? I can help you with that, Pearson. It's been some time since I did a Cayo Perico heist. Okay, then I'll wait for Converted to get in here, and then Wick, I guess, will help him out. I'll help you with few of your one or two of your businesses, and then Wick will help you out with the rest. Converted. Just waiting for you guys to get in here. The nicest gangster from A Bronx Tale, Sonny. Yeah, the boss. He's the nicest, definitely, out of all of them. Pearson, hold on. I'm gonna help Converted with one of his businesses, and then I'll join you after, okay? You're the nicest person I've seen. Thank you, Phoenix. Are you at your business, by the way, Converted? Go to your business. I'm bringing a helicopter over. Invite Mr. Wick, also. No, no. Where is he going, Converted, which of your businesses are you going to? Oh, counterfeit cash. Invite Wick to the counterfeit cash place, Converted. I'll help Pearson with his heist in a little bit. Pearson, you gotta wait, I'll help you for heist in a little bit. Mark, can you also join, Converted's, MC here?
You doing this? Huh?
Let me drive this, I know the shortcut to get through the highway. Converted, go to your next business and get that ready. It says I can't friend you on PSN. I would have to add you. What's your PSN? He did Aki, but then he started hitting Janice, Wait, what do you mean, though, straight facts, Don't talk to people like that, Converted. The nicest gangster from Saints Row Reboot? Well, Saints Row Reboot, all the gangsters are just, yeah, I don't like all the characters in the Saints Row Reboot. Pierston, are you still here, by the way? Pierston, I will help you shortly. Do you consider AFK cheating? No, if you buy the supplies, it's your supplies. It's not being AFK during that is no, it's your supplies it's producing, you paid for. It's not cheating. Wait, straight facts and money stacks. Who are you guys? What are you guys talking about here? I'm confused. I'll help him with one more business. Converted, I'll help you with one more sale, and I'm gonna help Pierston right after this. And Wick, uh, please help him with the rest of these sales. That's a nice looking helicopter. Thank you. I don't understand. They've been posting the same message. I even responded to it a few times, but straight facts. Can you stop posting the same comment? What's going on, dude? Exactly. What's happening here? Like, Converted, please stop. If you have an issue with him, you guys discuss that on your own time. But don't bring drama into the stream.
We on?
Okay, Sparrow. Here we go. Is an orbital cannon a cheap way to play? Yes. It's definitely very cheap. I don't understand though, Javi. Lost and Damned shouldn't even cost that much now, so I don't know why he was... But, if he liked GTA 4, he should like the episodes, but... Guys, can you stop spamming the same comment? Pierston, get your heist ready, because I will help you right after this. And Pierston, if you're gonna do Cayo Perico heist, just do it me and you, because 4 people on Cayo is always... It just gets really complicated. What do you think of Tylarius? I haven't talked to him in a really long time, probably a couple of years at this point, but he's a great guy. You know, we did videos together like years ago, but thank you, Steph. But yeah, he's a cool dude. one more drop here. Okay. I'm gonna help Pearson with his mission here. It's one moment. Okay. Oh, you liked my Boba Fett gameplay yesterday, Dante? What a weird loading screen. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. But yeah, I'm ready, Pearson, let's do it. No, I haven't yet, Zach. But thank you, Brandon.
GPS tracker confirmed. I have your position. I will also access compound CCTV once you are inside. You know, I am almost jealous of you out there in the field once again. But then I think of the drainage pipe you're about to swim through, and I am not so jealous. The entrance is right up ahead. All right, see you in maintenance room.
Haven't done this heist in some time.
Are you in? You did not get sucked into a turbine. I knew you'd be fine. How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh? Now, we look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
Try to make our way to the main room. Don't kill that many people, Pearson. The more people you kill, the higher chance of them finding a body. Damn, this guy doesn't have the key. Okay.
Sigue por ahí. Todavía no ha terminado. Seguro viene luego.
Kirsten, come on. Come over here. Oh, Kirsten, wait, where are you? Oh no.
It would be rude not to check the safe, I think. Okay, you are
Kirsten, get up here quickly. Get up here to me quickly.
cybersecurity. You will see a target print and some fragments of previous scans. You just need to cycle through them to match the target. And try not to get shot while you're using it. If you come up against a door you cannot open, I expect you've already killed the man with the key.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go.
You made it! Again!
Wait, Kirsten, what am I doing now? Am I killing myself? Because you're spectating right now. Do you want me to just exit here?
You know what's even harder than slicing through bomb-proof glass using a plasma cutter?
Kirsten, let me know. What am I doing?
And I should know.
Let them kill me? Okay. Kirsten, please, just stay with me when they kill me, just stay with me, please. I mean, just follow me. Okay. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Chasen.
Well, judging from the lack of terrified screams, I will assume you made it through the uncharted tunnel and into the den of strung-out militiamen. Good. Things are going according to plan, huh? Now, let's see what he has for us in the vault this time. Watch out for the Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Them you cannot fool, no matter what you are wearing.
Yeah, there we go. Found it. What?
Sí, César. Recién
Okay,
estaba hablando con él.
Kirsten, just follow me quickly.
Ay, jueputa.
Kirsten, open up that safe and, cover me on... Oh, Okay.
Good thinking. Always check the safe.
At least no one's coming up here. Your level is at 1400. You got my respect. Thank you, dude. Wasn't that the leader of Egypt, Adrian?
Probably it is with one of the many.
He tried to make, like, that unified Arab country in the Middle East, I think. That's who I'm thinking of. He tried to unite, like, Egypt and Syria, I think. Or is that...
Back once again. You know what's even harder than slicing through bomb-proof glass using a plasma cutter? Doing it under machine learning.
Kirsten, do not open the other door. The guards cannot come down here if the other door isn't opened.
You know, once in the Baltic Sea, the submarine was so cold the plasma in my plasma cutter froze. And somehow it's still overheated.
Come on. There we go. Okay. Kirsten, we're checking the room down here.
Perhaps you need some Dutch courage for the firefight you are about to have, huh? It looks like they have sealed off the drainage pipe you used to get in here. You will have to find another
Oh,
way
there's
out.
gold in here. Oh, but there's a painting. Take.
Reinforcements incoming.
Kirsten, leave the cash. We're gonna take the gold. Come with me.
Minute shopping before takeoff. You have good.
Stay away from the juggernaut. We're gonna get this gold really quick here.
Váyase la mierda. Arriba. Cúbranme. Hasta aquí llegó. ¡Le dieron! ¡Mataron a uno!
Okay, Kirsten, help me open this door. Hold on. Which one is it here? Always get mixed up, which is the extra room here. Okay, it's this. I see the window. Climb, climb.
You must enter them at the same time.
Okay. Is there any gold? Okay, there's some gold here. Oh, some people have said that about Jenny, that she's a selfish person. Kirsten, how full is your bag right now?
You should remember there is a cliff here. It is an attractive alternative to being captured alive.
¡Protéjanme! ¡Jódase! ¡Va a morir, imbécil!
Quick, quick. Kirsten, watch out! Taking this, hold on. Come on. Oh, great, it locked. Pearson, open this for a second here. I'm just gonna get the cash just so we can get out of here. I only have a little bit to fill up the bag. Might as well get something else in there. Okay. Okay, come on, we are leaving now. Damn, okay. Place like this, okay. Pearson, I want to exit through plane if that's okay with you. I just think that's kind of interesting route to escape through. Okay, stay with me then, Pearson. We're escaping by plane. What is that extraction over there? Okay, I'm confused on what that even is over there. Okay. I'm guessing that's where the submarine is probably parked. The bushes that have like crap. Okay. Make sure you have snacks ready, Pearson, because Rubio's helicopter can do a lot of damage. Oh, crap. Okay. Hold tight. Almost at the airfield, and I'm driving on two top tires, too. I know, I have to disable the SAM. Okay, where?
Good. System is disabled. Looks like compound air defenses are separate. Those we cannot touch.
Kirsten, run for the plane, quick!
I've got you like a fucking pig.
Damn, the enemies took way too much damage.
Is there a plane? Do not fly over compound. The air defenses there are still online. Fast work, but no one leaves this airspace until everyone has an exit confirmed.
Yeah, it's boring trying to swim out of the island constantly. At least taking the plane is a little bit more interesting.
Good news. Mr. Rubio's heading back. The water is full of attack boats. You will need to be careful. Okay, everyone has an exit. Now we regroup and head back north.
Has the makings of a varsity athlete. Thank you. Okay, we escaped. We did it. I always wanted to do a Sopranos lore video, but the reason I don't end up doing that is because the copyright is ridiculous. Like, if I just use a few clips, like, it gets copyright claimed, and then the studios reject it always. Oh, did you make friends with them, Francisco? Yeah, I haven't done Cayo Perico in a long time, so it was kind of fun doing that. Are you excited on the King of the Hill reboot? I gotta watch King of the Hill again, because when I was a lot of episodes I never saw when I was a kid, so I have to watch the original first. I gotta binge watch the original, and then I'll watch the reboot. Okay, I guess I'll probably be wrapping up the stream here, guys. If any, thank you, DHC. If anybody have any questions, just let me know. I'll answer them before I go.
Angel, you do whatever your little heart desires.
Since I'm Native American Indigenous, what's your opinion on Native Americans? I think a lot of Native American history is really cool. There's a lot of Native American tribes who actually live in the upper Midwest. I actually have a dream catcher that actually hangs in my room. What's your favorite interior in GTA Online? Mine is Diamond Casino. My favorite interior? Maybe the yacht.
I don't need your shit. My life is
I clean it myself. I keep the apartment clean, and then, you know, I'm gone for like 2 or 3 months. The only thing I gotta worry about is some dust, but that's about it. Um... Do I regret playing Mind's Eye? No, because I wanted to do a video to show you guys it. And I probably saved a lot of people from buying the game with my videos. No, I didn't know that, Gunner. Thank you, Quickscopes. Thank you for being a member of my channel for 1.5 years. Thanks. I'm not really worried about somebody breaking into my apartment, because the apartment building I live in, it's key fobbed. Only if you have a key fob you can enter. So, you know, strangers cannot enter the apartment building. And even so, the only thing that's of value in my apartment is my computer. That's really the only thing of value. I don't keep money in my apartment, you know, stuff. So I'm not really, you know, concerned personally.
Can't wait to see the squeezers play.
Yes. Yeah, I cannot imagine someone breaking into my apartment. The security that that building has, I cannot imagine it happening. I don't agree with pirating. I think it's wrong. Your GTA 4 lore videos are great. Thank you, Francisco. I do gotta watch some of the older movies when I get the chance, Gunner. Okay, Zach, I'll see you. Take care, dude. I'll try to get to it. Persona, yep. Jerry's a real villain in Tom and Jerry. Jerry the mouse, right? Because Tom's the cat, right? Yep. I might want to buy a property for myself maybe one day, Aki, but I'm personally fine with the apartment right now. The stream was enjoyable. Thank you, April. Right now it's clear where I'm at. A little hot, but... Oh, the one that I showed in the Brothers in Arms playthrough, Mason? The next gen consoles are gonna come out in 2 or 3 years. No, I pay my rent and my lease is fine, so it's no, I'm not worried about that, Aki. One day I want to do a video on it, Gunner. We could maybe do a, you know, scheduled stream and get a bunch of people lobby filled up and play Max Payne 3 multiplayer. We don't know if the GTA 4 port is real. There's speculation about it. It's on the Rockstar support page now, but we'll have to see. But I guess I'll be going here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, do drop a like. If you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, do subscribe to me. I do these streams often. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.